Well, welcome to week 6, 2020 of our quarantine, our stay-at-home learning. Now we are going to talk about completing function tables, which will be something that you'll be needing to know for next year in algebra. We did these at the beginning of the year, and this is just sort of going, where all we're doing is changing the y to f of x. So it's substituted. This would be a y right here. Okay, so f of x is what you're going to be seeing more next year instead of y. It's just another word for the output or the solution. So f of x equals 3x is the same as f of y equals, let's see if I can, y equals 3x. It's the same thing, and what it means, what it means is multiply by 3. So you can see right there that they're taking that 0, or the x, they're replacing it with 0, which is the first value in the table, and they are multiplying 0 by 3, and they're getting 0. Over here, they're replacing it with 1, and they're getting 3. So if I wanted to complete the table, I would just be multiplying by 3. So it would be 2 times 3, which would equal 6, and 3 times 3, which would equal 9, and I would have that table filled out. And that's basically what we're doing. So when you fill out a function table, what you are doing is you are just following the rule. You're translating the rule into mathematical operations. So for instance, this rule here would be multiply by 3 and subtract 2. So for my first one there, which is 9, I'm going to take 9 and I'm going to multiply 9 times 3, which is going to equal 27. And then I'm going to subtract 2, which equals 25. So I'm going to put 25 right over into this box right there. Okay. So I'm going to do one more here for negative 4. It's negative, same thing. I'm going to do negative 4 times 3, which is going to equal negative 12. And I'm going to minus 2. And negative 12, take away 2. Think about that as spending $12 and spending 2 more dollars. You will have spent a total of, or you would have spent a total of $14. So, or if it was 12 degrees below 0 and it got 2 degrees colder, it would be a negative 14. And that's using the function rules to fill out these tables. Okay, table number 2 is just 8x. 8x means multiply by 8. So for each of these numbers, 2, 4, negative 6, 8, and 10, you're going to multiply each one of those by 8. And don't forget that negative 6 right there. Okay, the other two that you have are table 3 and table 4. Table 3 simply means subtract 5 from each number. So it's going to be 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 is 4. All right, 7 minus 5 is 2. You're just going to subtract 5 all the way down. And for table 4, you have a double rule. You're going to be multiplying by 7, and you're going to add 6 for each of those. So the first one would be negative 1 times 7, which equals negative 7. And then you're going to add 6. Negative 7 plus 6, that means you spent $7, then you got $6. That would be a negative 1. That's how you fill out function tables. Thanks for listening, and we clocked in at 5 minutes on this one. Okay, see you back and we will do the next assignment, which is going to be a little bit more challenging. So complete this assignment first before you go on to the what's the function. Thanks. Have a good afternoon.